It's 10 p.m. I don't think anyone will be in chat, but any VOD watchers, hello, hello. I have been a little inactive for like a week or two, and when that happens, I get a little bit more stressed about going live. So, going late at night is a lot easier, less stress. But today we are playing Monster Prom. So, what's up, everyone? I am playing Monster Prom for the first time. I think I watched someone play it like when it first came out, but I do remember nothing. But I think I also did like a Smash or Pass tier list of the characters a few years ago, even though I never played. I just thought it'd be funny to do that. So, I don't remember any of the rankings, so let's see if I stand by. I forgot to hit record. iMistic, just download the VOD probably. I don't know. I'll just press record anyways and add it later. But yeah. I'm gonna try my attempt at the worst voice acting you'll ever hear. And it says second term, but I'm pretty sure that will just play afterwards, maybe? It's the first game. But let's get into it. Voice interjections, yay or nay? I'll have effects. I think it's not the full sentences. It's just one. I'm very lonely. Okay, there we go. First term. I'll do the full game for my first time. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Yeah. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Some of us were. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Yeah? Ooh, who am I? Zombie girl, zombie guy, fire girl, or blob? I'll be blob. You know what? I'm just gonna call myself green anyways. Even though I'm not. There we go. I'll do here. There we go.
I can do this.
I can do this. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Yes. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Huzzah!
Ooh. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Nice. Ooh. Damien LaVey, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Dumb jock. Liam Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Right now, I think either the the vampire dork or the Gorgon might be my first run. It was clear. It had to be one of them. But who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date. And even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. Right. But as I clearly said, we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start. Right. Ooh. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose you diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Yay! Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. Cool. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Now, will I answer this honestly? I'll answer it in character. Lore accurate mystic. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. Well, I hate the heat, so. It's time to be a real hero. I'll lead a mission into the sun in order to invite the sun to party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Yeah, I would totally do that. So fun. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, providing you went criminally insane? Yeah. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? No. I wish sleep was an option. I'll do that one. Ooh, not the one I wanted, but let's see.
All right.
5 smarts, 5 boldness, 4 creativity, 5 charm, 9 fun, and 5 money. Nice. Okay. The nerd will be in the library. Hey there, cutie pie. I found your pro. Let's chat. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. Yeah, I love doing that. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? Right. Oh, you lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in the scam, so who cares? And you gain 2 money. But my karma, my Reddit karma. Suddenly, a chill runs through you as if the very fabric of reality is in danger. Scanning your surroundings, you quickly discover the reason, the feeling. Polly and Damien are together, and they're bored.
Hi.
Neither one I want, but I have points with Damien. Damien! What? I must have fallen asleep for a second because nothing's on fire. I know, right? Nothing crazy has happened in the last 47 minutes, and I'm dead. I mean, I'm literally actually dead, but I also am dead because of how bored I am. What if we just... Oh fuck, I'm so bored. I can't think of something to do to be not bored. No, help us, somebody please. Cause a sexy problem. Well, she said a sexy problem. Party goblins. You call up every party goblin you know, and in a few minutes the whole school is full of them. They bring their party hats, their kegs of cheap beer, and their illegal fireworks. Nice. Damien gets into a friendly fistfight with 12 goblins while Polly poses for Goblins Gone Wild. Ooh. The party leaves 9 dead, hundreds wounded, and your 2 friends completely satisfied. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. Let's go. I romanced the wrong one, but hey.
All right.
Alright. I mean, I have points with Damien and, this girl. I guess I'll go for the ghost. You find Vera and Polly at their table deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business idea. People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food. Evens out. Business idea. Price out the cafeteria current food supplier by selling plastic food. Business idea. Nipples. Just nipples? Really? Yeah. Okay. Wait. Business idea. We use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit. Now she's thinking, that's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes. We just need to figure out what our new diet product will be. Tapeworms. They're gluten-free, dairy-free, and 100% organic, and you can get them for free from sick cows.
That has been
What a delicious
quite pleasing.
idea.
Hey!
But what about for like ghosts and stuff? Fuck. Ghosts wanna lose weight too. Well, we'll just sell ghosts of tapeworms alongside the living ones naturally. Where are you gonna get tapeworms from ghosts? Simple. I'll just kill tapeworms with unfinished business, which is pretty much dating tapeworm. Honestly, they're very ambitious.
Awesome, boo!
So, all of my objections to this plan are solved. Skim away. Soon, Vera's new slender friends are all the rage in the cafeteria, and she seems to be very tolerant of your presence. Even more. And everybody's losing weight. Oopsie daisy. I keep doing the wrong ones.
All right.
Alright. What does that mean?
Show me that money.
Oh, it's a store. Walk into my little shop, buy some shit. I have some shit that will boost your stats. Shit that will lead you to stupid new adventures. Even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So, take a look. Ooh. A corpse.
Later, Gator.
Cool. Oh, that. Okay, I didn't think that would use a turn, but.
All right.
Alright. So don't go there. You go that day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Thank you. You spot Vera, yes, and Polly, yes. Discussing something. You've got to get in on this conversation. It's bound to be something nasty.
Hi!
Hey. Hey. What? Are you gonna go to that party tonight at Dale, the mummy's crypt? The dog star has a line with Venus or something, so his parents are beings of pure energy for the weekend. He's got his place entirely to himself. I might stop by.
Yeah!
Yay! Okay, listen. Scott's gonna be there too, and I totally want to spike his
Not
drink.
bad.
Now I'm interested. What are you thinking? laxative or Viagra.
Lame.
Gross. Those things in the fun, like shrooms.
Mediocre.
Shrooms won't even dissolve in his drink, you idiot. You there. Back me up on this. What do you think we should put in his drink? Yeah, make it something fun, like shrooms. Moonroot. It induces werewolf transformations. He'll be the literal party animal.
Yes.
OMG, cute. And I totally have a Snapchat filter that makes people look like wolves too. So I'll use it on him, and then he'll be like double wolf. Ah, woo! Yeah, a Snapchat bit. That's cool. Totally justifies unleashing a vicious beast onto an unsuspecting party. Ah, woo! You gain 2 fun and 1 boldness. Thank you. Ah, woo! Week 2, noon. So I guess I'm
All
going
right.
for the ghost. Hello, ladies. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seemed like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that yes, that is exactly what's happening right now.
Hey there.
It's nothing personal, Green. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in our texting and texting our financial slave.
Yay.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. It's mine too. I wish I had that. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Yeah, it's the same. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our financial cash flow instantly stops. Besides being handed everything we want on a platter. In this case, the platter being an online money transferring platform is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, and maybe it would get interesting, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every whim. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see what he does. Genius ideas, honestly. I don't know, a weirdo giving away his money and getting into high drinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. Me too. Get into stocks and blow it all. And I think money is fine and all, but my favorite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at an exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. Nudge, nudge. Okay. So she wants the money and she wants crazy shit. So tell him to marry a llama girl. Oh my god, yes, that's everything to me. I actually had a dream like this one time. Except it wasn't a llama, it was an alpaca. And it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it was exactly the same. Yeah, I don't think this is my scene. I'm gonna go check on my illegal law firm. Catch you weirdos later. I'm texting my financial slave right now, telling him to marry a llama. Ooh, he's already typing, let's see. Green. You will never believe this. Turns out, for the financial slave, he actually has been talking to a llama for a few months now, going through a llama monster dating site. He says he's a commitment phobe, and he's never really defined the terms of his relationship with the llama. And he keeps introducing the llama as a friend, but he knows now that's because he was just scared of being hurt. He's taking this as a sure sign that it's time to be brave and commit to Llama, and now they're headed to the city hall for the ceremony right now. Of course, he says we'll have to take his leave. We'll have to take leave of his group chat. Of our group chat, since his heart and wallet now belong to another. Specifically, a llama. Oh, isn't it the sweetest love story you've ever heard? I'm so glad we got to make that happen together. Me too. Honestly, that was great. That is the sweetest love story you've ever heard, or something. But hey, maybe you and Polly will end up having a love story of your own. I sure hope so, narrator. Even though, Also, I'm trying to do a
All right.
Valley Girl impression for her, but I don't know if I'm doing that right. Auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, ooh, I look so good in that. It's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for the it will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. Thank you. You spot Miranda and Scott in the vicinity. It seems like the perfect opportunity to test your new blanket. You wear it as if you were a goofy ghost. Oh, I bought that. I bought that for Polly, but okay. That's You wear it as if you were a goofy ghost and approach them with a spooky ooh while Miranda is explaining something to Scott. And that's why those treacherous air people are the absolute worst, and also the most likely to get tied to the appearance of Mars Arvo. Ooh, what's this? A ghost? Perhaps a foreign exchange student? What are you talking about? Gasp! I didn't see you there. So ghostly. Actually, you guys are joking, right? This is clearly just Green wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it. Jealousy is a powerful drug, Liam. Do not become addicted. Yeah, Liam. You don't see anyone saying, oh, Liam is really just Green wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it. Exactly, Liam. Even despite the many times we suspected it was so. What? Oh, sorry. Little ghost, we were ignoring you. That's true. Tell us, do you have any cool ghostly powers? Oh yes, divulge. Ultimate ghost prank. Haunt someone into despair. You spot a victim for your prank. The coven. Oh no. That's the only thing I remember is the coven. You start running into a direction while screaming your best boo today it's boo. What's this? Maybe it's a minion of Queen Nehelania. Rumors say she's preparing to be the big bad of the next season. Stop booing at us. It's hard enough to save the world on a daily basis. We don't need people here undermining our moral. Stop booing. This school's unbelievable. Ugh. They go running looking for a place to recover from all the booing and the undermining. Whoa. The ghosts clearly haunted them, and they have fought against all kinds of evil creatures. Such a powerful ghost. So cool. He just ran at them while booing. I could literally do that. Yet you didn't do it, Liam. Therefore, you're not a ghost. You're just jealous. Yeah, this very powerful ghost. Those we respect. Your ghost powers. And we wish you the best on your ghost adventures. Thank you. That's so sweet. I'm a ghost. I am a ghost and not a blob. You leave running and booing before they realize how obvious it is that you're just you with a blanket. Today you gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts. Thank you. Week 3, morning.
All right.
Alright. Is there a way to see? I guess probably not. Where would they be? Algorithm. That day during a recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might destroy the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's the red party. You gain 2 fun. Yay! I have a lot of fun. I'm at 14. Polly grabs you by the arm so the two of you can talk, but of course she doesn't stop dancing for even a second.
Hey, boo.
Yo, this party is super crazy. For the first 15 minutes now, like it's just regular crazy, which like is fine, but I want to take it to like the next level, you know? I want this party to be like criminally insane. I want to like be a danger to itself and the others. I want psychedelics to prescribe medicine to this party, and then I want to like take that medicine. Are you with me? Obviously you are with me. I'm hot and hot people are always right. So how do we kick this party up a notch, huh? Fifth dimensions or helicopters. Let's steal a bunch of helicopters, stretch a net between them, and then party on that. Polly doesn't even have to tell you how awesome she thinks your plan is. You just have to look at each other and nod head off to steal some helicopters. You seriously piss off some rich helicopter owners, but you know what they say, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few helicopters. I know, right? I made some omelets the other day and I broke like 10 helicopters. My bank is looking so good. Everyone's super stoked by your flying party net. Half the ravers fall off and plummet to the ground, but the other half make up for it by partying 4 times as hard. Nice. Who cares about the casualties, honestly? They should have been safer. That's a net again. That's a net gain of like 100%. You gain 2 fun and 2 boldness. Thank you.
All right.
Alright. More Polly. You arrive at Polly and Vera's table to find them eating. Wait, both of them? Oh, yum, 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 yum. I sure do love food and eating. Look at this food going in me. Yes, this cafeteria Sloppy Joe truly has subtle flavor profile. Sloppy Joe is actually pretty good. I'm southern, so. Finally, you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table, watching both women intensely. Oh yeah, I know you like this, baby. My eating is realistic and erotic. Why? Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about eating. This is not what eating is. I forgot. While Vera tries to explain to Polly, the businessman shyly approaches you and gives you a small bow. Hello. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these 2 fine ladies your friends? I must confess that I have searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fill my rather unusual fetish. Paying a student at high school for monsters to eat food while I watch politely from a distance. But I found myself unable to choose which of these 2 beauties to hire. The snakehead one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I wasn't gonna do anyway. But the translucent one has such passion. I don't even want the money. This is just fucking weird, and I love it. Hello, Vale. I will hydrate. And I will stretch. I have hydrated. Have you played this game? I have not. In your opinion, the businessman finishes. Which would be the wiser choice on my part? Well, I'm trying to romance the ghost, so I'm sorry, Vera. I gotta say Polly. The ghost for sure. I've never seen someone eat so convincingly. Business and not thoughtfully. You know, you're right. Never before have I believed so fully that someone was actually eating real food. I know, right? She's so convincing. Yup, that's me eating real food with my real mouth and teeth. Are you kidding me? That's convincing to you. The food is falling right through her body onto the floor. Don't hate me just because I'm efficient at eating. Don't worry, I hate you for other, more private reasons. What? Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm too busy eating real food. You team up with Polly to make her eating even more realistic. She passes her food through her body to you, and you eat it for her. It's pretty hot. I'm at 16 fun.
All right.
Alright. Where would Polly be? Polly wants a crapper. I have not been to class yet, but I don't know if that will actually have an event. Okay. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all, the monster's nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. I had no clue that's what we're supposed to be doing. Who learns in high school anyways? You gain 2 smarts. Then you realize you're feeling like a ghost. Then you realize you're feeling like going full ghost with your blanket again. You're observing your surroundings when you spot Miranda and Damien. You're about to get closer when suddenly.
Greetings, my loves.
Oh, nice. Greetings, my love. Greetings, beautiful high schoolers. It is I, the interdimensional prince. I'm here to rescue you from your mundane existence. Just sign these marriage papers. Not this guy again. Look! Whoa. Gasp. An underworld spectator. This again. What again? Liam. This is clearly a kick-ass powerful ghost. Look at its face. So deadpan. No expression at all. Yeah. That's because it's not a face. It's a sheet with 2 holes cut in it. Man, I wish my face had 2 holes cut in it. That would be freaking metal, dude. No, listen. It's not a face. It's... Ghost friend, help us save us from this interdimensional creep. Yeah, do something, bro. Something ghostly. Boo. Aww. I thought... Yep, that was your entire plan. Ghost friend, we ask for help, not for you to share your ghostly thoughts with us. There is a time to boo and a time to act. I should have never expected a ghost to save us. He is not a ghost, damn it. You're not helping either, Liam. You leave the 4 of them to solve their own tricky non-consensual abduction situation while you reflect on your ghost skills. I didn't think a rock would be ghostly. Could it be that you're not a good ghost? You thought that wearing a blanket with 2 holes when it was enough. Aw, now you lose 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Aw, I'm back where I started.
All right.
Alright. Oh, good. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebacking moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome, inventive, and appropriate that people will decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain 2 creativity. What is the nickname? We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of this run. Blue. In the course of your activities, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop.
Hi.
Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership. Oh, I love their outfits. Polly's outfit is so cute. I kind of want that outfit. Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far in terms of making people look like imbeciles, but I think it's time we monetize. Stick burns, don't buy fresh outfits. Yeah. Fine, whatever. I guess we could use some new thongs or whatever, but like, I don't want to stop making people look dumb just so we make money. I want to sell out. Personally, I can't wait to sell out, but you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand. The question, of course, is how do we do both? Yeah, how do we get rich off yanking people's chains? Ugh. Careful your choice of words, Polly. Careful of your choice of words, Polly. I think her words were fine, honestly. But chains are big things for a ghost. Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you can offer a solution? This seems just for, Vera. This seems like for Polly. Why don't you make up a phony workout craze? It worked for Frank Pilates, the inventor of Pilates. Aww. Wow. A fake workout craze. I'll file that right between leg warmers and pagers under the things that were a great idea in the 90s. Sorry, not sorry, but Derjian Inc. is dedicated to exploring only the most innovative fields of humiliation. Yeah, nobody falls for that fake workout stuff anymore. Because, like, everyone already knows the one foolproof way to get tight thighs and a delicious ass rimping. You've heard of rimping, right? You have never heard of rimping. Time to make a soft, swift exit before you look like even more of an idiot. Aw, too fun, -1 creativity. I am not on a roll.
All right.
Alright. Polly. Strange, you could have sworn Paul and Damien were at this table when you picked it.
Hey, noob.
Hey, loser, down here.
Hey, boo!
It's us, Polly and Damien were hiding under this table for totally innocent reasons. A ferocious roar sounds from the door of the cafeteria. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, is here and he's looking for someone. Oh shit, he's here. Why is he after us anyway? I think what we did really falls more under federal jurisdiction. International law, more like. Those munchkins were Canadian citizens. Now that you mention it, I think we might actually have to face a war crimes tribunal. Worth it though, right? Oh, totally, as long as we can get away from Buzzkill the bear over there. Okay, so, but I can't hide in the ghost zone. I'm not a ghost. I guess you should have thought about that before you spent all that time being alive, huh? Being alive isn't a choice. Whoa, okay, I don't have time to sit here and argue pro-life or pro-choice with you, my dude. See you in the ghost zone. No, you won't. You can't follow Polly into the ghost zone, but from the way she winks at you before crossing over, it looks like you're one step closer to the bone zone. Hell yeah, score. I just realized that sounds
Alright.
like the amp of ding dong, bing bong. Have I been to the gym yet? Cool. That day, the epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you delivered an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain 2 charm. Nice. Suddenly, you see Polly vomit ectoplasm all over her cell phone. You rush to help her. Ugh. I just got my 97th hey as an opening line on 14 dating app. Damn. I just had to puke out of pure boredom. Hey. What am I supposed to do with hey? Whatever happened to reaching out to someone with a fierce dick pic? No thanks. People are just copy pasting hey and sending it to every monster that looks halfway interesting. What about you? Are you a hey person too? I hope not. If you read the horny dating site profile of a fun-loving, spectacular delight such as myself, what would you say to me? You're beautiful. What would she like? I feel like that's overdone as a ghost. So, are you in drugs? Because I want to do you all night long. Hell yeah, drugs. That is a great opening line. Also, let's do drugs. I hope my walls aren't that thin. You wake up to an indiscriminate amount of time later, feeling like shit, but happy about it. So, like, unicorn shit where it's like rainbow or something, cause pride. When you run into Polly later, she's grinning like a lunatic, and it's clear something went down. Maybe one of you. Hey there, cutie patootie, had the best time of the night. We should really do all this again sometime. I mean, all of it, even that zoo animal style stuff. What did we do? You left a couple things at my place. I put them outside your locker. With that, Polly disappears, leaving you to wonder exactly what transpired between you and what article of clothing you left behind. I must have left my jacket there or something, even though you can clearly see it on my model. But maybe I left it there. But when you open the box marked green, all you see is a pair of handcuffs and the last surviving brewski pigeon. What went down the other day? Neither of those things are yours, but you would hate for Polly to think you're lame. Apparently when she said zoo animals stuff, apparently she meant stealing a bird. Good. So it seems like maybe you guys didn't so much have sex, but she clearly wants to spend more time with you, so hell yeah. You go home with a huge grin and a new pair of handcuffs and the last surviving whoops. What was that last risky pigeon? You should have been more careful with your belongings. Oh. Irrelevant. You've gained Polly's admiration and one fun, 2 charm. Week 5 morning.
Alright.
Alright. I'll go outdoors. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, asks you what you're doing. Damn, you didn't even remember you suck at dancing, but you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move. Apparently it's called the groovy Mosaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the groovy Mosaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the groovy Mosaka all together. It's a part to remember. You gain 2 fun and a cool story to tell your kids someday. Grandkids. You notice Polly and Scott on the lawn doing something. Polly is chewing, determining on a hula hoop, while Scott slowly covers himself in sunglasses. Despite your better judgment, you ask what they're doing.
Hey, bro.
Yoga, bro. What does it look like? Liam said we should practice some yoga in order to cleanse our bodies of all the drugs and sports. And I was like, sure, I'll try anything at once. So here we are doing yoga. It seemed like a lot of work to look up yoga on the internet, so instead we just made an educated guess based on actually nothing. Oh man, what if we're doing it wrong? Yeah, like, do you know anything about yoga? Do you have any tips for how to do yoga the best? You need yoga pants. Yoga pants? Are those pants that do yoga? Or pants made out of yoga? Neither, silly man. I can't believe you didn't think of yoga pants before. I can't believe it. He means YOGA pants, as in yielding organic gun armor pants. Yeah, that's what I meant. Right. They're what battle mechs wear when they want to breathe down there. Oh, that makes so much sense. Of course you would want your gun armor to be breathable and organic if you're doing yoga. Polly just happens to have 2 pairs of YOGA pants in her locker. She and Scott lay waste to the countryside and get super limber in the process. You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Woohoo! Week 5, noon.
All right.
Polly wants a cracker. Alright, I'm trying to comprehend your request. What is there to comprehend? It's really simple, Miranda. Take my cell phone. Snap a pic of me with me face planting in my food with my eyes closed and tongue out. But wherefore? Right here, Miranda. You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily Polly elaborates on her own, so you don't have to look like a fucking know-it-all. It's a new meme, Miranda, like planking or dabbing. It's called food poisoning, and it's dope as fuck. Dope AF. Don't you have cool trends in your kingdom? I suppose we do. Oh, we have a fun trend called Reverse Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for the royal family. If you're good at it, you get a lot of likes on social media and also not get executed. Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? No. I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, Green? Heck yeah, you do. Don't you? Well, she can't die. I surely do. It's entitled Silverware Wear, and it's where you take your utmost expensive cutlery and dress it in fancy tiny outfits. Okay. But is this something Princess would like, or is it something she would like? Because she can't die, so fuck. Really? How have I not heard of this trend before? Beautiful silverware and fancy dresses are 2 of my favorite passions. This trend sounds like it was invented for me. It may have been by you on the spot, but there's no need to go into that. What's your favorite meme? Spiked salad forks and velvet evening gowns? I see your steak knives and frilly skirts. Teaspoons and tea dresses? This trend is... no words. Yes, the glory of this spectacular combination will leave me speechless as well if I was not so excited to create more memes with green. We'll have to meet up soon and bring all of your most exquisite chopsticks. I shall bring doll clothes in which to dress them. Yeah, totally. Hanging out with Miranda sounds amazing. Guess it's time to go out and try some exquisite chopsticks. No, I thought the dying thing would be something she couldn't do.
All right.
Alright. Outdoors.
Show me that
Oh.
money.
Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run.
Oh.
I thought that would cancel out. Fuck, I didn't even buy anything.
All right.
I didn't think that would do that. That day during recess, you go straight to Bob, stab him several times, opening his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? You think that's how it works? Well, it is. You gain 2 fun from poor Bob. Bob the Builder. Oh my god, did you hear? They finally invented a tattoo gun that works in Ghost. Nice. Let's get matching tattoos. Like one on my chest. I'm totally gonna get one as soon as school lets out. Oh shit, we should definitely get matching tattoos. You wanna? Of course you do. What are you, responsible? The important question is, what kind of tattoo do you want to get? Ooh. Oh. Sex. You look blankly at Polly. What? That's what it spells, right? I mean, I could be wrong. Whenever I see a group of letters, I always assume it's either sex or LSD. And a knuckle tattoo is obvious longer than 3 letters. So, sex it is. You start to explain that sex is the same as STD, but Polly presses a finger to your lips. Shh. Shh. Shh, my little dumplet. If you play your cards right, I'll show you just how long sex can be. She got me flustered. She has me flustered. She does show you. It turns out it can be as long as you want if you just keep adding access to the end. You gain 2 fun and 1 activity. that got me.
All right.
Oh, I haven't noticed him before, but I gotta get Polly. You approach Scott and Polly's table to find them crouched behind a pile of jelly desserts, plotting.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bros, if you're here, bro. Come on, join our huddle. Maybe you're curious about our huge pile of jelly jam, gelatinous dessert cups. Well, want to know more? We're going for the full jelly prize. Yeah, we're gonna win. If we collect the foil covers of 100 jelly desserts, we will be the luckiest winners of
Yes!
one free jelly dessert. But right now we're stuck. We've only got 99. That means we need one more, Scott. We need one more. We need one more. You give them your jelly dessert, but you already threw it at a bird person you hate. Guess you've got to make a choice. Steal the final jelly dessert from the jelly dessert factory. But isn't Stealing wrong. No, bro, it's good. No, Scott, that's a myth. Like hangovers and the afterlife. But if the afterlife isn't real, why are you a ghost? There's no time for metaphysics, Scott. We've got a heist to plan. No, coach says stealing is wrong unless you're stealing a ball or base or victory from the jaws of defeat. Actually, it seems like sports is mostly about stealing.
It's Polly time!
Well, that settles it. It's time for stealing. It's Polly time. One fake bus and one real woolly mammoth and a brutal running gun battle later, you finally secure one illicit jelly cup, which you turn in along with your 99 other jelly cups for one free jelly cup. Scott is too upset by the violence, so you split your free jelly cup with Polly. Worth it! Yippee! I better have enough points with Polly.
Alright.
Alright. I'm sure she's out for worse. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. He explained to you that he's worried about people are so used to calling him Juan the small, magical Latino cat that now everyone defines him by his size, magicality, and ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him that you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain 2 fun. Yay! You could start doing something productive, or you could put all your blanket and get some good old ghost shenanigans. You're looking for some, but you run into the person that might finally see through your ghostly deception. Apart from boring Liam, Polly. Hiya! Wait, what's this? Another ghost? No, I can't believe this. Finally, someone else notices. This is clearly just Green wearing a. I can't believe it because it's just too cool to be true. Oh, come on, it's not even cool, nor is it true. Shh, Liam, I can't hear our cool new ghost friend over your jealousy. Tell me, how did you die? We have to share so much ghost gossip, or ghost tip, as I like to call it. Good question. Time to improve a lie with another bigger lie. I was offered as a sacrifice to the god of party. Wow, that's actually that's just stupid. I mean, stupidly awesome. No, just plain stupid. And which god of party? Dionysus, Tusky, the deer person. Who cares, you party pooper? I'm just saying his story has more holes in it than the actual holes cut out of the blanket he is clearly wearing. Shut up, Liam. Maybe you should sacrifice you to the god party. You don't like such bad vibes, and because of that, you start dancing. Polly joins you. Ghost dance. I swear I'm gonna follow you around until you take off that sheet. Not a chance. But for now, ghost dance, and you gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Yippee! Polly, obviously.
Hi.
Yes! Please say yes.
Alright.
Hey, look at you. Who's my favorite ghost other than myself? Mom? Sure, we can go and do lots of ghost things, dancing, getting drunk as fuck and having sex. Does she have the remotest idea? Does she have the remotest idea of what things are exclusive to ghosts? Well, she thinks you're a ghost, but like, I don't know. Ghost day.
Party time.
Prom night is the best ghost day ever. Ooh, I got achievement for ghost. Oh, I love her little hairstyle. Prom night is best ghost date ever. Of course, you fail to see what the difference is between a ghost date and a regular date. But that's besides the point here. You score with Polly, and all it took was wearing a stupid blanket with 2 holes cut in it. Yippee! Best at secret handshakes. Always be loud, like love. Nice. So that is my first ending. Goodbye, video, YouTube. And that will be maybe the first episode. I guess I will do another round. Let me just get the file named. And what's up? What's up, everyone? I'm gonna do my second round. My second run. Ooh. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happens, and it was wonderful. I think I'm better off just stopping recording and downloading the VOD later, honestly. As much as I've messed up, I'll just do that later. And you know what? Like it always does, life happens, and it was wonderful. Scott and Polly started attending yoga class. They were highly underwhelmed by the real thing. Vera realized she was the character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not a part of the game, she plays the game. So be careful, maybe now she's the one controlling your settings. Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then and there, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Ooh. That's so cute. I'm gonna hydrate. I hope this music isn't copyrighted. Ooh. And I'm not sure who I will woo this time. I mean, technically, I could probably woo her again as not the ghost, but I want to do a different character, so. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. Thanks for playing. No better distraction. That's so cute. I'm guessing that's custom. Unlocked. You just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. It's about to get weird. Unlocked. That's so cute. Let me just look at all of those. That's nice. Ooh. I'll do first term. I'll try what the short game is like. Spooky High School, the sweetest years of... Hello everyone, welcome back to the second run of Monster Prom. Let's figure. I'm not sure who I will go after yet, but last time we went after Polly, the lovely ghost who was the Valley Girl in my attempt to do a voice impression. So let's see what we do now. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I'll be this dude. And to be consistent, I will name myself Yellow. Yeah. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left. Oh, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates, Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And us.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom dates, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. I want to go for Liam, honestly. Vampires and bats are honestly just match made in heaven. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Woohoo! Welcome to Monster's stupidest prom quizzes ever. All minds are rotten, but they were rotten in so many different ways. To worry no more, we are now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose you with different kinds of deviants to who you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM. We'll throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and we'll turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. I'm gonna do whatever I think Liam might like. You're elected president for a day. Oh god. What's the first law you pass? Trivia fact, presidents don't pass laws. So is this a trick question or are you just being an idiot? I'm just gonna choose all the actually questions. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend? Provided you are criminally insane. A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifu and husbando territory as clearly intended by God. Yeah. The world will end tomorrow. What will we do today? I'll finish my novel. Whatever comes after the end should know my legacy. Yeah. Nerd.
Sure.
Sure. Time to actually myself through this whole thing. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at high school. I don't think so. You gain 2 smarts against the expected. You spot Scott and Liam engage in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on.
Hey.
We're discussing this recent novel, Two Lights. It isn't a novel, it's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes, bro. And with amazing abs, bro. Well, actually, it's based on a novel, and it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash.
How ironic.
But I decided to like it ironically. The thing is, there's like this human girl with 2 guys who like her, but the guys are part of 2 enemy human races, dude. The wildest human, the wild shirtless humans and the mysterious, deep-looking giving humans. And it seems these type of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep-looking giving humans shine in the sunlight. Did you know that that's actually a lesser known trait of some humans? The thing is, dude, the next movie will be released soon, and we're super hyped. Ironically. We can't wait, bro. We need to satiate our hunger for 2 lights. This is your opportunity to show these 2 you're well versed when it comes to satisfying urges. Go for it. We should write a nuance play based on it. Totally not fanfic.
So authentic.
Oh, I see it. A nuance pastiche involving the characters of 2 lights, throwing a new light over their fears and desires, and over their abs. Yeah, sure. With an unexpected twist that will elaborate the strengths of the original. However, something subtle yet powerful, something like the rival humans ditching the girl and fucking and fucking each other's brains out. I was awing at the blushing sprite, not the. Yeah, I like that. It's artistic because of reasons.
Touchdown!
And if they're new, that means more muscles and stuff like that. I like that, dude. Sure. Sounds a lot like a high form of art and nothing like thirsty fanfic. You're some kind of promoter of the arts. You gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts. I don't know why that caught me off so guard after I just did a whole
Sure.
playthrough. My 2 faves, my Polly and Lamb not eating as usual, because they're undead. You know, the food in this cafeteria really is atrocious. It's hardly even worth my momentogram. Haha. What? I don't even eat the food. See, this is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these stupid culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the 2 of us should have a cook-off? What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to. I've got a huge advantage though because I've cooked so many things, so many drugs. Oh, you think you got the advantage, huh? I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. The 2 of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all the rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. 2 celebrity chef judges appear to criticize to critique the challengers. I think they're equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally horrible. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think? Tiebreaker judge. Whose meal is truly the cat's pajamas? I'm sorry, Polly. Liam's, because I think that last jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley sprinkled on top. Oh yes. Ha! In your face, Wolfgang. Suck. That'd be a better name for Scott. I'm not even a wolf. As a matter of fact, that'd be a better name for you. Oh, what? Because I'm a vampire? Whoa, that would totally make sense. No, I just meant because you suck. Well, this sucker just wowed the judges with my blood. Tartar. It's raw. It's raw, organic, free-range blood, unethically sourced from a local terrified human. And that's parsley, farm to table, or rather, farm to blood. I threw it in the blood. I like the color. Actually, it's well known that nobody knows what parsley tastes like. And you probably never will, because you're certainly not drinking any of that concoction. You tell Liam his prize for winning that cook-off is eating lunch alone with you. Slurp, slurp. Yeah. Mom.
Sure.
Sure. Ooh. Bet that you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits. And 2 boldness. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly, and Liam. You dive into rescue them and straight into the season finale of the Interdimensional Bachelor. Good lord. Help. I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard.
Yes!
Oh my god, we're on a game show. Yes, indeed. Tonight, you 3 will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes my... I'm gonna win. I don't even care what the prize is. You're what? Your wife? What a revolting premise. So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios, or answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you? That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question. That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end in the competition and send the prince packing. You fool. Your childish prank has destabilized the fabric of the dimension is coming apart around us. Ah, help, my shoes are turning into lizards. I like those shoes. What's this? All the money in my wallet has turned into moths. You'll pay for this. No part of me is turning into animals, but I suddenly care about things. This is all your fault. Why didn't you just answer with words? Why did it have to be bees? But you can't take it back. You spend the next 1,000 years transversing various horrifying dimensions with the prince and your 3 pissed off friends. No time has passed when you return home, but you'll never forget. Aww.
Sure.
Sure. I'll go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain 2 charm. Yay! Ooh. You hang out afterwards to impress Liam with your sweet momentagram filters. Oh, it's Instagram. You're really making some headway when.
Greetings, my love.
Never fear, bored teen. I'm here to rescue you from the drudgery of high school. I suppose your heart's in the right place, but I'm afraid there's no experience noble enough to conquer my limitations of ennui. Not even marrying an interdimensional prince? No, not even that. What about marrying an interdimensional prince? Ironically. Oh my god, it's so disruptive. It may be the most disruptive thing ever. No, it seems like Prince has bewitched Liam with his ironic, idiotic proposal. All this lost unless you can think of something even more destructive to marry. Concept of marriage itself. But you can't marry marriage. Maybe you can't, but that's because you do not process the soul of a poet.
So authentic.
Don't you see the brilliance in this scheme? No. Marriage is monogamous. If I marry marriage, then no one else can marry. It's the most destructive marriage of all.
See you.
So long, posers. I'm off to deflower a precious social construct. This will surely put a stop to the prince's practice of proposing marriage to random high schoolers. As soon as Liam figures out how to actually marry an abstract concept, meanwhile you gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts. Woo! I need a drink.
Sure.
Sure. There he is. You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand.
Pathetic.
Stop. This is the cool people table, and we're the only ones cool enough. Cool people allowed.
So mainstream.
I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing to something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera? Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us. Well, if he wants to sit with us, he's going to have to prove he's as cool as we are. But without, trying to prove it. Trying is so uncool. So, what's it gonna be? Wait, was that sarcasm? No, of course not. Yellow. Spelled wrong. I just noticed I forgot to add the W. Was clearly being totally sincere. There it was again. Are you two doing this on purpose? Now why on earth would we do that? Gah! I can't tell whether you're being sincere or ironic. It's so cool. Everyone knows clear and efficient communication is the least cool thing of all. You've wowed me with your open disdain for language. Can't tell if you're being serious or not. Exactly. Vera and Liam invite you to sit with them and chat. By the end of lunch, none of you has any idea what anyone else meant. So cool.
Sure.
Sure. Of course. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demon from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might destroy the fabric of reality itself. Who cares? It's a red party. You can't do fun. Whoa. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on momentagram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filters for almost all my photos. Infinite Tuape. It's also probably why I have only 6 monogram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's the dead rat in the parking lot, and I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct. Goodness, the situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I am unwilling to force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure you must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more monogram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? I don't think he would like that, so... Ah yes, just as father pays millions to vote for him in our fair and democratic elections. In fact, I think we can cut costs by paying one of father's clonesmiths to simply replicate the same 1,000 people 1,000 times. You ask Miranda if she thinks this is ethical, but she is as confused about the meaning of ethics as she is about fair and democratic elections. Soon the plot and the requisite clones are hatched. You run into Liam in the halls a few hours later. I am distraught. My carefully husbanded unpopularity is coming before my eyes. Look at all these followers. Look at their comments. Holy real account 66. I love you, Liam. Another equally real account. You're so obscure and avant-garde. These sentiments are objectively correct, and yet, no, I can't give in to the lure of the limelight. In spite of this, Liam seems to be enjoying himself quite a bit. Spend the rest of the day helping him curate his feed, gaining 2 charm and 1 fun in the process. But did I get his heart? I hope.
Sure.
Sure. Library. That day you spend some time on the library PCs maintaining your start sticker for 20 backers. Nice. You just see lots of people with this sensational video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain 1,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only 2 money. That's good enough. Afterwards, Miranda beckons you from the darkened corner. Psst, co-conspirator over here. Phase 1 of Operation Make Liam Popular Again was an overwhelming success. Liam is an internet popular. Now we just need to make him real life popular. And what better way than asking him making him prom king? Unfortunately, when I asked him to run for prom king, he said, and I quote, never, 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 not in 100 years. And that's not an exaggeration because I've been alive for hundreds of years and I've never run from prom king. So there you go. Which was clearly his cryptic way of saying he wants us to make him prom king. My first thought was to murder the current prom king after establishing Liam as his rightful heir, but I couldn't find any bloodline charts to work from. So I suppose we must engage in this democratic election the school is holding. Now how can we secure a win for Liam when he is opposed to running or making any effort to win? Pay 1 million people to vote for Liam prom king. Ah, of course. Election rigging, the old standby. I'll summon my father's royal vote buyer immediately. Silly me, how else does one elect a king? Later you watch the prom king election forecast. You're not quite sure why your school has its own prom royalty forecast or who pays for it. And it says, unsurprisingly, that Liam will win by almost 1 million votes advantage. I don't know what to say. Who knew there were a million monsters at this school? Who thought I should be prom king? I have to think of it. Who knew there were a million monsters at this school? This burning in my chest. Is this shame at having it at last become a mainstream, or is it joy? Nope, it's neither. I just need to drink someone's blood. Catch you later. Liam does catch you later. You take him out to get a fun, fresh tuxedo. He's never looked hotter. He gained 2 fun and 1 creativity. Yay! Ding bong.
Sure.
Sure. When you reach Liam and Damien's table, you find it absent of food, but covered in paperwork. Bro, do we really need all these special forms? We can't just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantive change with an administrative system requires mastery of mechanics of bureaucracy. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? Ian turns to address you. As you can see, my mastery of real politics has caused me to embrace an unlucky ally in my quest to reform. Ally! I have no idea what he's saying, but I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so fucking boring. You see, our interests are aligned. I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure, either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want to change the menu, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have indeed encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you can suggest something appropriately artistic. Well, he had parsley in the past thing, so that's it. That's it.
So
Don't you see, Damien? It's bold commentary on the emptiness of consumption. Really? It sounds like a plate with leaf on it. Well, you'll never understand. But like, why even have a leaf on the plate if you're trying to be so minimalistic? My god, you're right. Why even have a plate? Why have anything at all? That's it. Our new menu item. Nothing. The school relieves Liam's edition from now on. Lunch line will include 1 empty tray. A great victory for artistic expression. And Ghost. Bing bong.
Sure.
Sure. That day during recess, you start have a half-hour rave. Have a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot You spot Juan, who seems to be a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried. Yep. With out of the way, you hurried to your secret meeting with Miranda.
Oh, how
Well done,
majestic!
co-conspirator. Operation Make Liam Popular Again is a rousing success. And for the record, I did discover that Liam was popular for a 3-month period in the early 16th century, so the name fits. All that remains is for us to wait for the prom and celebrate your deception. I knew it was too good to be true. My idiocracies are remarkable, but they aren't marketable. This was all a cruel joke, wasn't it? A bet between 2 popular kids that they could make an outcast loser into prom king. I just realized he kind of has like the non-binary color scheme going on. Well, guess what? The circus is over, and this clown is climbing into his tiny car and going home, along with like 12 other clowns. If the metaphor holds, which it doesn't, it was a bad metaphor. Goodbye. No, Liam, I wasn't trying to be mean. I don't have a mean bone in my body. I don't even have bones. You might check that affirmation later. Oh, fish sticks. If you don't do something to fix this, all our hard work in subterfuge will go for naught. But how can we make amends? Surely not with some sort of overwrought romantic gesture defying all logic. You tell Miranda not to worry. You've seen plenty of teen rom-coms. You know how this party goes. Wait, how did you know Liam was about to board a plane? Are you stalking him? If you are, that's fine. Isn't that what all romantic comedies have ever taught us to do? Anyway, you find Liam in the international terminal at Spooky Airport, waiting in line aboard. You pass through airport security, telling them you're here for a romantic gesture. Because airport security might say no to terrorism, but they can't say no to love. You're too late. I'm going to Belarus, where my calculations have been revealed that nobody likes me, and I can't go back to being unpopular. You grasp Lynn's cold, dead hand in yours, and with perfect sincerity, you tell him what he means to you. Nothing. But you say, looking deeply in his eyes, you don't need to flee to Belarus to be unpopular, because you will always be unpopular in my heart, which is coincidentally about the same shape as Belarus. I don't know what to say, mainly because I don't know what you're talking about, but if I don't understand it, that must mean it's art. You've said art to me. Oh, how could I ever dream of leaving you behind? Alright, if it makes you happy, I'll return to Spooky High School and don that heavy prom crown. But only because I know that no matter how popular I get, there will always be one person who thinks I'm only so-so. The people in the airport line clap and cheer, clearly not understanding anything you two just said to each other. Liam accompanies you back to school, and you gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts. Also, you should visit a hospital since your heart, being the shape of Belarus, can't mean anything good health-wise. Yellow. Liam.
Oh, hey.
Sure.
How
Sure.
ironic.
Who could have foreseen this? Liam and Yellow prom royalty. We did it! It was our plan. We fought for love and love won. Liam is popular again. Huzzah! Anyway, after all these years spent avoiding cliches, this doesn't feel as bad as I imagined.
So authentic.
Maybe doing a 180-degree turn from cliche clicks is good, but embracing clicks is like making a 360-degree turn from them, so disruptive. At that moment, Miranda becomes distracted by some other wacky plan and leaves you with Liam mumbling to himself. Such a lovable dork. Prom night arrives and the two of you decide to embrace all the cliches. From slow dancing to actually having fun.
Prom king.
Ooh.
How ironic.
After the coronation, Liam admits he's having a great time, which is causing him to reflect on all the cliches he's avoided all these years, which he can now embrace. Yay! Then he puts his hands over yours and says, "And you know, what's the biggest cliche I've been avoiding? Love." I don't even care how cheesy that sounded. Boy, that was cheesy, but you know what? You don't care either. Ooh. Yay! Yippee! Most likely to marry a zebra. Most likely to work in something no one understands. Real. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened and it was wonderful. Liam and Scott co-wrote a weird, cheesy fanfic of two lights that became unexpectedly popular to the point it turned into a well-known novel of its own. Half the characters are shirtless for all the right reasons. Damien became an internet interior designer specializing in tortured machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. But in her free time, she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon flavored ecstasy and a thing called Ella's Dope. Yeah. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and just then, it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. These seem to be mostly the same images, but that's fine. Uh-huh. No words needed. Thanks for playing. Ooh. Yippee. Ooh. Let me just quickly go through all these. Ooh. Hmm. I think I will do one more short term. What's up? Maybe this is my third one. Hello, hello. Third time playing. Who will I romance? I romanced a ghost and a vampire so far. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes we were reckless, brilliant, sometimes we were just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I will be this hot fire girl, and I will call her Blue.
Here we go!
Here we go. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and we fantasized about our dream prom dates. We were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates,
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt, Damien Larvey, Scott Howell, Liam de Lioncourt, who I did last time,
Yay!
Holly Geist, who I did the first time,
What?
and Vera Blaren. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? Maybe Damien. We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. Well, actually, I might do first girl. Like, I can get the money route easily. As I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose you with which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's traits. Stats. This way, each of you will start by having a stats that better reflect yourself. Let's start. Be a visionary. What will be the next big social media craze? Bullshit. It's your regular social network, but each time someone shares news that isn't supported by real facts, you're taxed, and the money goes to people exposed to that bullshit. Which is the coolest mythological creature? The invisible hand of the free market. The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? They always tell you the world is ending. I'll profit on other people's hysteria. What, really? Aww. Oh, I still have time.
Let's do this!
Ooh. That day during the recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there were 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequence might destroy the fabric reality of time itself, but who cares? It's a red party. You gain 2 fun. After all, you're walking along, suddenly a car skids to a halt just in front of you. It's not the most logical location for a speeding car to barrel through, and yet here we are. Vera and Damien hop out. The workout isn't bad, it's just not at the level it needs to be if you want to win at all this all-star drag race against a real badass hunk of metal. What's your plan to win, Damien? Just drive your car really fast. Oh, fucking course it is, Vera. That's literally how street racing works. And that's why, and that may have won you the crown in the past, but it won't work against Justin Darrington. Damien, he's driving a Thunderfuck 5000, and I'm driving a Nancy, a pile of shit. I love cobbling together out of every car I've ever destroyed, either in a race or just literally destroyed via arson or whatever. And Nancy can take on anyone, anything, and anything time.
Fucking metal!
5000 is an electric car. Nancy runs on the juice of literal, actual dinosaur corpses. What could be more badass than that?
So pathetic.
I don't know, maybe running on pure lightning? Nancy is a piece of shit, Damien, and deep down you know that. She does not have what it takes to win us this thing. Seems like this drag race is pretty important to the two of them, and that they're not going to some going to come to an agreement on their own. Looks like it's up to you to be the voice of reason. Sarah, you're right. Nancy isn't amazing, but she can't quite make the grade. We need to crossbreed her with a faster car.
Great.
Perfect. We can get a brand new qualified race car and use and Damien can still feel like his shitty subpar car is useful. Nancy is a thing of beauty and grace there, but as long as her genes that live on in whatever machine I drive, victory of the plan is a-okay by me. The three of you get to work, setting up what could easily be considered one of the most impressive and high-tech car crossbreeding programs in the country. You find a very shiny red electric limousine to serve as Nancy's stud and start the breeding process along, which mostly consists of making cars a reservation at an appropriately fancy and expensive restaurant and loading up their CD players with smooth jazz. Sometime later, Nancy gives birth. Don't ask how, not important. Pussy. To the ultimate car race. Look at what we've made, huh guys? I mean, mostly what Nancy and El Diablo made, but we hope to get them there.
Oh,
Yeah,
not bad.
honestly, this car is a masterpiece. I've been looking for my next business venture, and I think I may get into high-end race car breeding. People make thousands off of breeding horses to race, and horses want to fuck. How hard could it be? By that logic, I bet I can make millions breeding race cars.
Rad!
You totally could. I'd be your first customer, dude. You already were. I'll send you your invoice later. Well, looks like Damien has the race in the bag. Vera has a new business venture, and the world has a new species of super race car. You gain 2 boldness, 1 money from a kickback from Vera, which comes with a genuine smile for her. Score. My voice is gonna hurt in the morning.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Vera, I see my ex, Liam. You take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all of Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Yes. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I am devouring only the ones that I hate the most. It makes extra tasty. Well, then, surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have an idea, a point there, and if I get my hand into the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain, and I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on. Somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interest here. Liam, do you want to find an innovative, creative ways to move society forward? Or do you want to oppose cruelty, like every other weak mainstream loser? You can actually hear Liam's brain shaking as he struggles between his desire to be perceived as ethical and his desire to be perceived as creative. Maybe you can step in and help. Liam, animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we can do is teach them the concept of death so they can really fear their fates. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. Fuck. Well, I can't condone animal cruelty, but I wholeheartedly support animal education. I do like animals, but their illiteracy is my fourth least favorite thing about them. Right behind their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema. It's not the worst idea you had. Although, face it, Blue, you are known for having pretty terrible ideas about 50% of the time. You loved my last idea. Don't even lie. I don't really see building an empire out of private schools for cattle, but with my business acumen, I guess it's possible, and I can rest secure in the knowledge that I am solving the bovine education crisis. Helping Liam help cows is like helping you help Liam choose you to go to prom with. No, I already went to prom with him. I'm good.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Yep. 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 You catch sight of Liam and Vera nearby doing what they do best, judging people.
Pathetic.
Ugh, do you see the leggings that Succubus is wearing?
Lame.
How could I not? They're about as subtle as the didactic intent of Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal. You know, Liam, sometimes I worry we're the only two fashionable monsters at this entire school. But then I realized that's not something to worry about. That's something to feel smudgingly superior about. I could have put it only slightly better myself. Now focus, Vera. You've got so many more outfits to critique. No way to avoid it. You're about to walk right past them. Quick, improvise the fashion accessory that would actually impress them. Strip naked and tell them you're wearing fabric that only cool people can see. Vera's all about being cool. You rip off your clothes, saunter casually up to Liam and Vera, and let them know about your special outfit. They look you up and down, and then look at each other, and look back at you. It looks good,
not bad.
decent. I give it a 7 out of 10. I wouldn't choose that for myself, but it's certainly a bold choice. One could say even a pleasant one. Yes. I too can see your outfit. It's fine.
That has been
what?
quite pleasing.
No, I know the classic. This is an invisible outfit for cool people trick. I wouldn't fall for that shit I was actually talking about. You know. Whoa. Walking naked in front of people, you truly dance the line between being bold and just being an exhibitionist. You gain 2 boldness and 1 charm. Thank you. Oh, mouth. Ding dong, bing bong.
Let's do
A
this!
body was discovered. I need to start thing Rappa 2. Auditorium. That day you were rehearsing for the class play. It's as though they misuse themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain more creativity. Without warning, Vera pulls you aside and hisses in your ear. Oh my god, the stalker's back. You follow her pointing finger and see a guy dressed in a white toga and winged sandals facing away from you. He looks like a creep. Is it the internet insurer species guy? He's been following me everywhere. He thinks I don't notice him checking me out in that mirrored shield he has, but I totally do. Ugh, it's such a chore being this beautiful all the time. How am I ever going to get rid of him? Threaten to feed a damsel to a sea monster. That'll distract him. Ah, yes,
Right.
finally used for all those damsels in my henchmen have been kidnapping. And also this sea monster I found shopping online. Vera mutters a few words into her collar, and minutes later, a high-pitched cry for help can be heard outside, followed by the gnashing of a sea monster's teeth, the gnashing, and the screams of students. Sounds like Vera dropped the sea monster in the pool again. The creep and the toga immediately sprints into action, shouting, "I'll save you, milady," as she sprints outside. She won't, you know, I don't buy half-assed sea monsters. What a sleazebag, though, honestly. You spend the rest of the time period with Vera, and you pick up some good tips for buying the right sea monster. You gain 2 smarts and 1 boldness. Milady. Bing bong.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. You find Damien and Vera hunched over a scale model of spooky National Bank made of milk cartons, lunch trays, and ketchup packets. Alright, we'll go in through the side entrance, disassemble the alarms with an EMP, and blow the safe. Why don't we just blow up the side entrance, blow up the alarms, and blow up the safe, dude? Because we only have so much C4, Damien. That sounds like a personal problem. What's this thing? Damien points at a kosher dill pickle in front of the vault labeled Police Ogre. That's the police ogre. He's got eyes all the way around his head. He never sleeps, doesn't take bribes, and is invincible in combat. Can we blow him up? No, we can't blow him up. We need to find a way around him. Well, I'm out of ideas. You're blue. We'll cut you in on the heist if you can solve this orange problem for us. Luckily, you're a heist mastermind. Before Vera or Damien can react, you eat the pickle. Fuck. I should have been Vera. Because of Flash, you snack the pickle off the table and bite it in half. Yes, success. Suck it over. It doesn't actually solve the... Look, Vera, now the path to the vault is clear. We can blow it open and walk out with cash. But the ogre is still in there. Map doesn't lie, Vera. I see no ogre. Fine. Why don't you two just rob the bank then? I'll focus on my illegal drug trade. We're happy to share a romantic heist with Damien. Together you eat the actual ogre. Just like you ate the pickle. And everyone knows police ogres are the ultimate aphrodisiac. Ooh. I still wanna woo Vera.
Let's do this!
I need another drink. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, playing some good online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain 2 money. You spot Vera at the computer next to you, deep in contemplation. You offer her a penny for your thoughts.
Your one and
My thoughts
only
are worth
Vera
significantly
Oberlin.
more than a penny, but I'll invoice you later. I'm trying to launch a new legitimate business venture. I'm sorry, I mean scam. But I'm not sure how to recruit customers. I'm sorry, I meant to say gullible suckers. I've got in no trouble for finding victims in real life. My snakes use their tongues to smell weakness, but snakes can't use their tongues on the internet. I know, I was surprised by that as well. So, any ideas? Intriguing. I admire your lateral approach to the problem. People are looking for scams. claiming not to be scams. But if a scam is actually meant to be a scam, people will assume it's not one. Because why? After all, with a scammer admit to being a scammer, it's perfect. With that taken care of, all that remains is to set up the rest of my scam. I'm off to buy 30 pounds of butter, some gold spray paint, and a very large rubber duck. Huh. At this point, people are not to ask about statements like that. You gain 2 smarts and 1 boldness. But did I win her heart? I hope.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Class. That day, listen to your elders learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monsters nonsense is the dating gimmicks, you forget attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this school. You gain 2 smarts. The sound of learning. Chalk on a blackboard, pencils on paper, and an ominous crash. It would seem that Damien and Vera have knocked over several desks in a rush to get one particular seat. Listen, snake for brains. Don't you dare even think about. Back off, brimstone breath. I will turn you into stone before you can even snap your oddly well manicured fingers. What makes you think you're worthy of sitting in the ultimate cool seat? I could get more likes posting a picture of me flipping you off than you get on a full frontal nude. Ha! Clearly you've never seen my nudes. Ever heard of Demon Douche Bros? Texting.com? Well then, if my sex art internet famous, I'm obvious the fucking coolest. You think being ridiculed on the internet makes you cooler than being on a King's Minos list of the wealthiest human hybrids under 300 years old? Okay, this could go on forever. Better set a list for them. Call down an unholy storm of please don't. You focus on this spiritual nose form between you and your eyes, just like the ancient, unengulfed gods instructed you in that YouTube video. Swarms of rhinoceros burst forth through the classroom. Floor, the ground quakes as you make it rhinoceros rain. This will probably create a lot of work for Crazy Marvin, the werebear janitor, later. But fuck that guy. The rhinos surge forward. No, not the sea. Damien throws himself into the swarm of rhinoceros and starts headbutting them. But there's no match for their horde faces. And by the time the rhinoceros leave, the cool sea is nothing more than splinters. It's gone. We're free. Thanks. Yeah. Now we can go back to measuring coolness the traditional way, by subjecting our peers to scorn and abuse. Just as the gods intended, you gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Yay! Yippee. I have 2 more chances to win
Let's
her heart.
do this!
Vera, you approach Liam and Vera's table to find them, thoughtfully tasting several glasses of wine. This school has literally no rules, apparently. Wine. That most exclusive of beverages. Even a vampire such as myself cannot resist its class and allure. Do you know a lot about wine, then? I'm having dinner with the King of France next week, and I could use some pointers. France doesn't have a king anymore. That's what the media wants you to think. So do you know about wine or not? Alas, in my centuries of living, I've only learned about how to look good holding wine, not how to evaluate it. Lame. All I know is that I'm not drinking another glass of that one. Vera points at a bottle with Polly's toilet wine written on it in a permanent marker. Vera. Polly. What I wouldn't give for an experience similar to help us judge which wine is best. You know nothing about wine, but you're pretty sure most sommeliers just make stuff up anyway. You suavely recommended. So blood is obviously for him. The tanners in this robust Malbec are an elegant way to mask the taste of poison. Perfect for diplomatic missions. Why would you want to disguise the taste of... Oh. You're going to poison someone? Of course you are. You're always poisoning people. Quiet. No, I'm not. People in no way directly associated with me are always poisoning people, and soon they will strike again. France has suffered under its unjust king for too long. Plus, he called me fat at a party once when I was 11. How dare he? Wow. Go ahead and poison him, honestly. Who is this king you keep talking about? I'm telling you, France doesn't have a king anymore. Soon, Liam. Soon. Vera's so thankful to you for solving her assassination problem. She lets you braid her snakes. You get bit a few times, but it's so worth it. Yeah, of course it is. Ding dong, ding dong.
Let's do
The
this!
body has been discovered. Bathroom. I bet you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hang out in the bathroom. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. You turn around to find Vera staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason it's not a death stare this time. She actually looks kind of happy to see you. Weird. You decide to do what you do best. Wish your luck. Finally, if you'd taken any longer to come over, I would have had to have my minions drag you here. Listen, my day flight was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault. Anyway, I need to fill the slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could recommend one of your more attractive friends. Haha, I'm just kidding, darling. You're not half bad. But seriously, meet me at the Thousand Arms at 9:15 p.m. where the vultures will eat twice today. Did Vera just ask you on a date? She did. It's like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now. June. But if you don't want this to be more than just a one-time thing, you best come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over. You get achievement. You get your trusty decapitation axe out of storage and lop the head of Zaglar Babcock, shape-shifting reptile human rights attorney. Luckily, reptoids don't bleed much. You're able to deliver the head in a delicate satin pouch on a silver tray. At dinner that night, Vera excitedly unties the drawstring and opens the bag. Oh, you shouldn't have, because murder's a crime, but I'm glad you did it anyway. Daglar has been such a pain ever since you discovered that I don't pay my child laborers, or some nonsense like that. How's a girl supposed to make a living when she's expected to pay every child that works for her? Vera later informs you that her actual greatest enemy is time itself, but you can't decapitate time. But anyway, it's the thought that counts. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Yay! I have 14 boldness. Vera.
Hey, you.
Yes.
Let's do this!
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom? Together? I mean, I don't want nonsense to interfere with my skyrocketing career, but what's success if you can't enjoy yourself from time to time, right? And you're not that bad, I must admit. Okay, settled. You will help me enjoy myself. Don't read too much into that. We can discuss the details later. See you there.
You might be a promising investment.
Yeah, thank you. I'm a good investment. Prom night was great. Her dress is fabulous. Vera showed interest in your career goals, and then she told you about hers. The passionate way she talked about it was equal parts scary and beautiful. So you used your best trick, yet you listened and cared sincerely. When the night was over, she kissed you goodbye on the cheek. The way she looked at you afterwards petrified you a bit, and you're sure it wasn't her Gorgon's power, but the knowledge that a new adventure seemed to be awaiting you. Yay! Woo! Most likely to make photo plan again, Vera. Most Cinderella. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien became a renowned drag racer until he died in the most baddest way during a race. At the funeral, you spotted him hidden among the crowd. He winked at you. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he most admired most. Now he's back at high school again, working as the coach. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and it was gone. Just like that. For the Battle of Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. My third attempt. I think that is it for today's stream, or tonight, as I am very tired and it's been 2 hours. I want to start Pokemon X and Y before the new one gets released in October. I want to play that soon. I want to play both of them, but I don't know when I'll be live. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Who knows? I'm not really the most consistent right now. Mm. 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 Ooh. Ooh. New art. Mm. Hand to capture so much beauty. Yay, 6 new images. And that is all for today. Bye bye. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time. Bye bye.